Just got my haircut. Look at that. 250 baht. My last haircut before this one in Bangkok was 600. I'm in Sata Hip right now. A nice full service haircut place, barbershop with 3 guys in there. Full service, very nice. In this video, just want to talk to you a little bit about my last 6 weeks. I've been stuck here in Thailand with no passport. Can't leave the country. Stuck here. I'm going to tell you about that. Tell you what I had to do to resolve my issue that I had. Tell you why it's a problem with Thailand, how they caused this issue for me. And I'll get to that in a minute. I'm also going to show you guys a little bit about what I've been doing. I went to this huge event they had, the bare knuckle fighting, and it was on national television, one of the biggest sporting events, probably the biggest one I've ever been in Pattaya. It was huge. It was an awesome event. Bukau versus Sanchai, big event. There was like 12 matches. It was really cool. Just show you a little of that, and then we'll get into my passport issue, and I'll tell you about how I resolved everything and what you would have to do if you have the same situation as me. So I just got to the Peach, the Pattaya Exhibition and Convention Center. Look at that. The BKFC, Bare Knuckles Championship Fighting, something like that. Fighting Championship. I didn't even know this place existed, a convention center here in Pattaya. I had no clue. Well, here it is. Bukau versus Sanchai. Big fight. Alright, so we're making me a little burger here. Burger's good. I'm surprised. It's actually really good.
What do you think, Mark? Fired up? So far, so good.
So what was the deal with my passport and how did I resolve it? I'm gonna let you guys know. What a pain in the ass. And it's all kind of a Thailand thing, really, living here. Mess with your passport. I mean, they put a lot of stamps in it. So what happened, well, before we get started, if you don't mind just taking 3 seconds, hitting that subscribe button, just whenever that happens, it gets pushed out to more people. Just give you a second to do that if you don't mind. Okay, I appreciate it. My old passport, now I have a new passport. So you wouldn't believe that this old passport, it's a small one. It has 28 pages. 20 of the pages are useful, okay? But when you enter Thailand, you have to have 2 empty pages, at least 2 empty pages in it. So that puts you down to 18 pages. Well, I just took a huge trip to Europe and, went all over the place. And the passport still has 2 more years left on it. But you can see all these stamps, Thailand, Thailand, Thailand. 8 out of the 18 pages in this passport have been filled up with Thailand stamps. So even though I had 2 years left on this passport before it expires, I had to get a new one. I'm out of pages. I was in America and I looked into getting a new passport when I was there, and it would take like 14 weeks to get a new passport. I was only planning on being in America for like 3 weeks this last trip, so that wasn't gonna work. So what I did is, when I arrived back to Thailand, which I probably would have stayed out longer. I wanted to go to Morocco, which was in Africa, and I wanted to go down to Croatia after Serbia, but I was leaving the EU, going back into the EU. I couldn't do any of that stuff because I didn't have any room left. I didn't have any room for any more stamps. I'd have those 2 empty pages. So I got back to Thailand, and I had to mail my passport, the old one, into the U.S. Embassy to get a new one. Sounds straightforward enough. Well, so what you do, I'll just give you the process of how you do this. You go online, you fill out some paperwork, and you pay. It was I don't know, like $200, something like that for a new passport. Well, believe it or not, there's an extra 100 baht, which is like $3 that you have to pay for shipping. But you can't do it just like when you're applying for the new passport. You have to go to this Thailand like Mail Mart, Thailand Post Mart, I think it's called. It's like a little online store. You have to buy the envelope. You have to put in all your information, your address and everything, pay 100 baht for that separate. Then you have to enter the number on the U.S. Embassy website to show them that you paid for this return shipping, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know why they couldn't just do it all in one, make things simpler, but everything for me has to be complicated. Just there's ways to simplify things, and it's not done that much. U.S. Embassy's fault. I mean, I don't know why they do it that way. But anyways, so when I applied for the new passport, it said, do you travel often, whatever, and I hit yes so I could get the thicker passport. So this one has like 56 pages. However, I was told by somebody that when you do it in a different country, like I did it, they automatically send you the big one. I'm not sure of that, but yeah, 50 pages. This new one's 50 pages. And these new ones have this real hard like ID card in it, just like the Thai ones. It's like an ID card so they can slide it. So I had to go to the post office here, and I had to fill out some paperwork online showing that I paid, and the paperwork. I put that in my old passport in the envelope, shipped it off to the U.S. Embassy, and they said 5 to 6 weeks. It took 6 weeks for me to get it back. So during that time period, I've been stuck here. I couldn't leave Thailand. I just if something would have came up, I'm just screwed. I had to stay here. I couldn't do anything. I had no passport. I made a copy on my Google Drive of the old passport, just in case I got stopped or if I needed to show my visa or anything like that. So that's what I had read to do. That's acceptable. They can understand that you sent your passport in the embassy and you're waiting for a new one. On to the new passport. So now I get my new passport, and I need to get my visa stamps put in my new passport, transferred from my old passport to my new passport. Maybe I could have went to Chonburi. I don't know. I have that LTV visa, LTR, long-term resident visa that I obtained in Bangkok at the BOI, and they have their own immigration right, like literally on the 17th floor where the BOI is. So I took a day and I went to Bangkok to get this done because I know that they're very familiar with it. I've been other places where they're not as familiar with the LTR visa, so I wanted to make sure it was done right. So I go there, and it's pretty straightforward. They had all the forms for me to fill out. They made copies of everything. Like, they did everything for me, which was nice. And then I just had to go into the immigration, pick a number, and just wait. And no cost. They gave it to me, but they had to stamp it. So check this out. So, 50 pages now. Let me see. So the stamps start at page 8. Well, just to get my new passport stamped already, 1, 2, 3, 4. They've already used up 4 pages in my new passport to get stamped. I mean, it's just insane. It seems like, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's what it is. I don't know. Before I had a 1-year visa, and it was just 1 sticker. My OA visa that I got in America, that was 1 sticker for 1 page. My one time I had a tourist visa, that was a sticker that they put in 1 page. But this one I have now, it's 4 pages in here, which is crazy. So looks like I'm good till 2028. I don't think I'll have to deal with immigration again or do anything for that. This visa, I only have to check in once a year at immigration, but if you leave the country and come back in, that counts. So I'm sure I'll never have to just make a special trip to immigration for that type of thing. So still very happy with this visa. Like I said, no cost to get it restamped. So pretty happy about that. Just a short video telling you the procedure on how to get a new visa. I don't know or how to get a new passport. I'm not sure if the British Embassy, Australian, I'm sure they're all similar. I'm sure they have similar procedures. You got to go to this Thai postmark and get this envelope and put the number in and send everything in. But pretty easy. Definitely easier than going through America because things are so backed up there now here. Like I said, 14, 15 weeks to to get new passports. And they say you can expedite it, but I heard that's even a month or two to do that. So I don't know. Anyways, if you enjoy the video, give me a thumbs up. Just a short one. See you in the next video. Greeny out.